Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is the first day of Vlogmas. I'm going to be participating in Vlogmas, but I'll be doing the 12 days, not the full 24. And today I'm going to be talking about my TBR for the Reindeer Readathon. I've done it before. If you're not familiar with it, it's a month-long readathon where each prompt is associated with a reindeer, like Donner, Blitzen, etc. And there's points associated with each prompt. The idea is for a team to get the most points and that team will win. I'm Team Snowflake, so all my points will go to them. Without further ado, let's actually get into the prompts. So the first prompt is Dasher, which is worth 15 points. Finish a series or pick up a book that you started and put down, or if neither of these are available, just pick a short story or novella. I actually have one, and it's way over there too. It is Madly Deeply, the Diaries of Alan Rickman. I've started it, and I've been really slow about getting through it. I started it in the beginning of November, and it's now December, and I've just slowly just piecemealing it because it is kind of dry. His diary entries have picked up, and they're becoming a little bit more interesting, but the first like 50 pages or so, dry as toast. But I do want to try to get through this, so that's what we're reading for this month. I do have it, but it's way over there, and I don't feel like leaving my perfectly set up camera to go grab it. All right, the next prompt is Dancer, 10 points, a book with a cursive or flowy, elegant font on the cover. And for that, I have The Christmas Clash. Again, this is one I started reading in November and had a pause because I wanted to read a book for my book club that I knew I wouldn't necessarily have time for if I tried finishing it. So we're going to try to finish The Christmas Clash. This is like rivals to lovers. I think it's really cute so far. These two kids are our main characters, and both their parents run an Asian food place at the food court at the mall, and you can't help but like be rival against the other family for your family. And also their parents has also have this thing for years. And where I left off, they actually had to make a deal with each other. He needed pictures for his restaurant, and she also needed pictures for some sort of like competition because she's that's what she does in her spare time. She considers herself a photographer and artist, and that's what she's trying to get into school for. So that's where I left off. They're reluctantly working together. Next prompt is Prancer, 20 points, a book with your favorite season on the cover, or the book cover has colors from your favorite season on it. All right, so honestly, this one may change. My favorite season is fall. I hate winter. I think winter is the work of the devil, and we don't need it. I only care about snow until January 2nd, and then snow can go blow. It's like, what's January 2nd? I feel like I'm in Narnia before Aslan comes. Like, oh, it's winter, never Christmas. I hate it. I hate it so much. But fall is my favorite. But I'm now in a predicament because I only really want to read like Christmassy themed stuff right now. And so I went through what I have currently out from my library. Now that I went on that like unnecessary rants, I have Catitude. I feel like with fall there's a lot of yellows, a lot of reds, a lot of oranges because the leaves are changing color, and there's like pumpkin spiced everything and apple spiced everything. So I feel like that is the color scheme. Right now this is all I got. It's a lot of yellow, and as you can see there's a rainbow aspect to it here, and so there is some red and orange, a tiny bit. It's just like a little graphic novel. It's called Catitude, Your Cat Doesn't Give a Fuck, and Neither Should You by Katie Abbey. I think this is going to be really funny and a really quick read. But because I think this barely covers the prompts, I may change it for something else later. Next prompt, Vixen, 15 points. A book you want to read but think it might be overhyped. And actually, I had mentioned a book club, and this is actually my book club's read this month. It is a fantasy sci-fi book club, and this was chosen, Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. And anytime I hear about this book, either on BookTube or even from my coworkers, this is very much beloved. It is, in my opinion, a little overhyped. There is a lot of hype there, but I've never read it, so I couldn't tell you if it was truly overhyped. So this has a lot going for it. The expectations are set high, and I need to read it for my book club anyways. So this will count for that prompt. I don't even know anything about it. I just know it's a novella, and it's obviously sci-fi or fantasy. It looks like Nancy is our main character, and she like slips through the doorway into this other world, and it looks like this is her trying to go back, or at least find out like what truly happened. I'm kind of in a rush in filming this TBR, so I don't really know. And I like to go into stuff with no expectations, or at least not knowing anything about it, so we're just going to leave it at that. Comet, which is worth 25 points, a book with an astronomical word in the title. Sun, moon, star, sky, etc. I have this. I found this while I was shelving, and I think it's really cute. Like I said, I want to read Christmassy winter themed stuff right now, and I found this on the shelf. Every night was illuminated, and as you can see, I think night would count for that astronomical word. It's a really quick synopsis. Cassie and Elias are our two main characters, and Cassie kind of starts following him as he like ghost hunts. But, you know, she's kind of going through her own thing. She doesn't believe in God or anything like that. So it looks like this is going to be like a coming-of-age tale. Next prompt, Cupid, which is worth 15 points, a book with a favorite trope in it. So if I'm being completely honest, my absolute favorite trope is like grumpy old man, like a man called Uwe, like that kind of thing. Like I love reading about this like really grumpy old guy, and then seeing him start have like a really soft spot for this like quirky character. It's usually a female character, but I just love seeing this like really grumpy guy just starts getting like soft around the edges. However, I don't currently have anything like that I haven't read. So this is going to have to do. I really loved 10 Blind Dates. I think serial dating can be really funny. I think it's comedic gold. And so I have this for that option. The 12 Dates of Christmas, where our main character, Kate, goes on a series of dates. She goes on 12 dates with 12 different men. And of course, you can't help but think, well, a lot of these are just going to be disastrous. And I think this is going to be funny. Let me just move that a little bit so you can truly see it. But yeah, I think this is going to be really funny. Next prompt is Donner, which is worth 20 points. A book you want to read, but are just not a fan of the cover. I guess this one will have to do. I've read like anthologies kind of like this. It's called Whiteout, and it has a bunch of different authors in it. And I think it's just a series of short stories about love in wintertime. And I think the shininess is really cute. I love the representation of two men falling in love on the cover. I just don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this could have been cuter. I don't know. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I think I might have to read it to see how I truly see how it like fits with everything. All right, in this one, I'm going to have to just wait until I go through all of these and figure out what to do for it, because I think this is actually a harder prompt. Blitzen, which is worth 20 points. Use a random number generator to find a number between 0 and 9 and find a book that ends in that page number. So I feel like I am going to have to do that and really look through my shelves, or look through the shelves at the library, just to find something that I want to read that will fit this. So as of now, we're just going to put a pin in it. We have nothing for this just yet. And the last one is Rudolph, which is worth 15 points. Start a new series. And I've had the first 4 volumes of this from the library for a little while, and I do want to read this. It's Life is Strange. I've seen like playthroughs of this game. It's a video game, and it's kind of like you play as this person, and you have to make a choice, and that choice actually affects the rest of your gameplay. I really loved watching it, and I think this would be a really cool graphic novel. But like I said, I have the other 3 volumes, and this is the first one. So this would be starting a new series. There are extras, but I'm not going to have any plans for that yet. We're just going to see if we get through these first. And then when they get to the end, we're definitely going to try to do the extras. These are the bonus points. Christmas Star, which is worth 25 points. A book over 500 pages. Christmas Lights, which is worth 15 points, an ebook. Christmas Carols, which is worth 20 points, an audiobook. And the very last one, oh, my phone just went off. And the very last one, Slaying It, which is worth 50 points. This is the max amount of points I can get if I've completed all other prompts. The Christmas Star, Christmas Lights, Christmas Carols. You can redo 1 prompt of your choice for extra points. Now, these are the Santa Clauses. So Santa Clauses are just like the rules of the game. I can only use one book per prompt. I can't double up. The bonuses must be used in conjunction with an existing prompt. It does not count as an additional book. Oh, okay. So I guess once I read everything, I can see if these count for extra prompts. Okay. And the last one is each prompt can only be done once unless you go for slaying it bonus. All bonuses can only be redeemed once. And most important of all, have fun. Well, of course, as I'm trying to like wrap up for the day, my camera dies. So again, it is for the month of December and I'm Team Snowflake. Go Team Snowflake. Let me know down in the comments if you're participating or if you've read any of these. Let me know your thoughts on them, or at least definitely give me some suggestions for the prompts that I don't know what to do for. I could definitely appreciate your help. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I guess it's that tough for now. Bye guys.